Hello guys, today we are talking about all of the entities in Doors Floor 1, the hotel. Let's get into it. The first entity we will be talking about is Rush. Rush is an entity where whenever the lights flicker and the room dims, that means he is coming. There are many ways of surviving him. The best option, hide in one of the closets. If Rush comes in contact with you, he will insta-kill you, so get in them closets. And the closets bring us to the next entity, Hyde. Hyde is an entity that does damage if you spend too long in the closet. He tells you to get out, and whenever he pushes you out, he does 40% of your health. Don't stay in the closets too long. And yes, if Rush is coming and he pushes you out, you're dead unless you have another closet nearby. Also, Hyde doesn't let you back in any of the closets for a short amount of time. Forgot what door number you're on? Well, I hope you guessed right. If not, there will be an entity named Duke to bite you. If you stand next to a door, not in front of you, you can hear a light grumbling. If you don't hear it after a couple of seconds, then it should be safe to go in. The next entity we will be talking about is Ambush. He could be a tricky one if you don't know what you're doing. You can hear Ambush in the distance, a slight yelling. The sound ramps up as he gets closer to you. You can avoid him by getting into a closet, just like Rush, but he's a bit more trickier. He will sometimes go to the door and go back a couple doors and then come back. He will do this a couple of times and then he will stop. My recommendation is to get out whenever he goes back and then get back in instantly. Somewhat entity is Glitch. You will encounter him randomly. He does no damage and there's no way to avoid him if he spawns. But he will most likely never spawn in a run of doors. He's just there to scare you. Along with giving you a fright is Jack. Jack could spawn in random closets that you get into, or if you open a door, he will jump scare you and spawn a blood room. He also does no damage when in contact. The next entity after Jack is Screech. He is one of the most annoying entities out there. The only way to get rid of him is look all around you when you hear a psst. And once you see him, look directly at him to get him away from you. The next entity is Void. Void will appear if someone leaves you behind and run with friends. There's no other way to get voided unless someone opens around 4 to 5 doors ahead of you. And Void is there to keep you near your friends. He does do some damage whenever you encounter him. Another entity is Oz. Oz spawns whenever you open a door and see purple lights and distorted voices. Each time you look at him, it does tick damage. The more you look at him, the more damage he will do to you. So always look down whenever you see him in a room. The next entity is Figure, one of the most trickiest entities. There are actually 2 forms of Figure, one on door 50, the library, and one of him on door 100. He looks and acts the same in each room you see him in. For door 50, you have to get books in order to put in the code to escape. Don't open any drawers around him. In the Doors update that added floor 2, which I will cover in a later video, he acts different. He is more sensitive to sounds, like flashlights and drawers. For door 100, you have to collect fuses and put them in a power box to burn him. Once you have done everything on door 100, you escape. Another entity is Halt. Halt will spawn whenever the lights flicker more than usual, and you'll know it's him whenever you do not hear Rush or any other entity. Once you get him, continue forward until he tells you to stop and turn around. Listen to him. If you don't, he will take 50% of your health and blind you temporarily for around a second, so listen to him. The next entity, personally one of my favorites, is Seek. You will see eyes all over the walls, but not eyes as eyes, but black eyes with white pupils. You'll know you're about to have to run from him whenever you see a long hallway to a door. He will spawn by coming out of the ground and he will chase you. Don't panic. Duck under all the stuff that's highlighted blue. The blue that is there is guiding light. Always follow him. And what door is highlighted blue or has a number on the door? Some of the doors will have scratch marks on it. Do not go there. Once you make it past them, you can go along with your run. The next thing I will talk about is putting all of what you know to use. The 10 doors after door 90 will have a series of entities that spawn randomly. Always listen for Rush because he can spawn, and listen for Screech. And make sure you look down for Oz. Once you make it to door 100, that's where you put to work of what I told you about door 100 Figure. Make sure to have fun with your doors run. Always make sure to refer back to this video if you need help. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, and share this with someone who has trouble with Doors Floor 1. Be on the lookout for my next video about Floor 2. Have fun!